Right. Selamat bertemu lagi. Okay, good morning. Today we want to discuss about eksperimen wajib 4, okay, in your science process skill. So I hope all of you already done, because I just received only one student sent to me what um, about the experiment wajib. Uh, who is that? Check this. Uh, this one. Actually, I not save your name. Sorry. Just based on this one, I think. Okay, Yap Chui. Yap Chui. Tiga mutiara ke tiga jet? Cuba pun forward suara dia. Tiga mutiara ni. Yap Chui. Okay. Only she show what have her done. Okay, now never mind. Okay, so the experiment wajib in your textbook is experiment 3.1. Okay, 3.1. This experiment is to study the factor that influence the pulse rate. Okay, so I show the answer here. And you can see my presentation. Okay, the aim of this experiment is to study the factors that influence the pulse rate. And actually, in this experiment, we want to know whether the intensity of a physical activity influence the pulse rate. So that is our problem statement. So you can write, how does the intensity of physical activity influence the pulse rates? And then you can write the hypothesis. The hypothesis of this experiment is, the more vigorous a physical activity, the higher the pulse rates. Okay, the more vigorous a physical activity, the higher the pulse rate. Okay, so the variable in these experiments, okay, one is the manipulated variable is the type of activity. So in this experiment, we will do, actually you already done, isn't it? Resting, maybe you sit back and relax. And then another activity is walking slowly. And the third activity is running. Okay, that is the manipulated variable. So you want to find whether these activities can influence the pulse rates. Okay, so the apparatus you use in these experiments is watch. Okay, watch to set a time. Okay, and then this your activity. You use two fingers. Okay, your fingers and put at your what your cuff. Okay, the center of your cuff, and you can do like this. Can you see like this? Okay, so you can feel the.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Okay, you can feel the.
Is there something else I can help with?
You can feel the pulse.
Here's some information.
Can you? Here, you do like this. Okay, so or you use your left hand, left finger, put like this, and you can feel the pulse. Okay, and then okay, and then you write the step, follow the regis procedure. Okay, first is your pulse at rest is taken as shown in the diagram, and then by using the watch, your number of pulses within 10 seconds is calculated. The number of pulses per minute. Okay, the number of pulses per minute is calculated as the rate of pulse. So means uh, you do for two. Okay, two times 10 seconds and 1 minute. Maybe you do like this. Look at the look at a watch. Look at your watch until there's you start. When you start count. Okay, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 10 seconds. What the pulse rate you get? Okay, how many pulse? How many pulses you get? And then you maybe you can ask help with your friends or your sibling or your parents to write the result. Okay, and then step 1 and 2 are repeated after walking slowly and running for 5 minutes. Okay, so for second and third activities, so you need to walk for 5 minutes. Just walk in your house. Okay, and then or running. Okay, running lari setempat sahaja. Okay, for 5 minutes. Okay, so this based on your answer here, So can I get the answer? Who want to volunteer to give your answer, your result? What about for 10 minutes resting? Sorry, 10-second resting. How many numbers of pulses? Siapa boleh? Okay. Cikgu panggil lah. Tak nampak handphone. Okay. Era Maya. What are the number of pulses over 10 seconds for resting? Era Maya, are you there? Oh, Era Maya sudah hilang. What about Alvin? Alvin? What are the number of pulses rate over 10 seconds for resting? Come on, give your response. Alvin? Typing? What do you mean? You just type the number, isn't it? Shim Yi Fei. Shim Yi Fei, I want your result for 1 minute. 1 minute for resting. Number of pulse rate. Shim? Hey, anyone here? Shim left the meeting. Oh my god. Elvin also left the meeting. Okay, who can give the answer? Lộc Minh Sơ? Lộc Minh Sơ, are you there? What about Nurul Shakire? Teacher, I didn't do the number of forms. Oh, why not? Kenapa kamu tak buat? Ayo. Oh my god. Did I say that? Buat muka surat 181 saja. Itu kan eksperimen wajib kan bersambung sampai 182. Ayo kamu ni. Takkanlah kita buat. It's not possible lah. Takkanlah kita buat ni je. Takkanlah kita buat sampai buat ni saja, tak ada dia punya result. Ai, kamu ni. Okay, so after this I want you to complete your experiment wajib. I want you to complete the experiment wajib. This one, write your result. Okay, your result. Write the number of pulses in 10 seconds and 1 minute. Okay, actually 10 seconds. Actually, you do for 10 seconds. You count your pulse rate in 10 seconds, and then this is per minute, pulse rate per minute. Okay, number of pulse rate, pulse per minute. So it means you divided by 60. Okay, this one you divided by 60. Okay, maybe you can write like this. Let's say you get 20. Okay, let's say you get here 20. Okay, and then 20 per minute means 20 divided by 60. Okay, so so you find the answer here. Okay, and then let's say, okay, this is not true. Okay, I just assume. So this one, when you do a walking activity, walking slowly, okay, let's say you get 100, maybe 50, 50. in 10 seconds. So 50 times 50 divided by 60. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Okay. So you finish this one. Okay. 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 After that, you can answer this question. Okay. How does the type of activity influence the pulse rates? So the more vigorous physical activity, the higher the pulse rate. Actually, you will get uh, the number of pulse rate is increasing when you do active activity. Okay, okay, and give two other factors that influence the pulse rates. One is gender, another is body health, okay, or age, ages pun boleh juga. Okay, so the conclusion is hypothesis is accepted, and you can write the rewrite the hypothesis. The more vigorous physical activity, the higher the pulse rate. Okay, that's about experiment budget. Okay, now okay, this one already discussed. Okay, now we proceed to another skill, human blood. Okay, human blood. Sekarang kehadiran semakin kurang kan? So, mulai sekarang, cikgu akan kira kehadiran online dan kehadiran online ini dikira one of the PBD mark. Okay. So, cikgu akan kira mulai hari ini sebab kehadiran semakin merosot dan maybe yesterday is Tuesday, isn't it? Okay, maybe yesterday your form teacher already tell you about the Google Meet. It's compulsory in PDP. Okay, so starting today, your attendance in online class is one of the criteria for your get mark for your PBD. So I will check your kehadiran, your attendance for your online class. Okay, so means I need 90% kehadiran. Okay, 90% kehadiran. Kalau kurang daripada 90%, so adalah dia punya denda. Okay, maybe tolak markah ke, tolak markah exam ke. Okay, okay, so we continue. Okay, so I'm sorry I need to strict in this one. Okay, now we continue our lesson about the human blood. Okay, the component and constituents of human blood. Okay, you can refer your textbook as well. Okay, human blood. Blood is a connective tissue found in humans and all vertebrates animal. So now we talk about human blood. So blood is what you learn before, maybe in form 1 or primary school. You know the blood made up of a cell. Okay, a cell, and then your you already know how the cell of blood. Okay, so the blood transport oxygen and nutrients to the body cell. So that is the function of the blood. Okay, and blood also transports waste product from the body cells. Okay, mana sudah hilang. Alah dah, hilang sudah. Hmm. Why is that? Okay. Okay, blood is a type of mixture. Okay, because it can be separate. Okay, it can be separated into two component. Okay, if you look at this one, two component. One is yellow liquid, another one is in red liquid. Okay, so the components of the blood are normally separated using the centrifugal method. Okay, the centrifugal method is like this. Okay, this is how to separate the components of blood. Okay, so the average human blood has 4 to 6 dm cube of blood circulating in the body. Okay, ada tak maklumat semua. Okay, you can look at this one, and then you can see in this photograph. Okay, even though the component of blood is separated into two. Okay, one is the yellow liquid, and then another one is red liquid. Okay, you can see this one between yellow liquid and um, what yellow liquid and red liquid. Okay, what is that actually? Okay, you can see here. Okay, that is the white blood cell and platelets. So this is the component of blood. Okay, so blood consists of a suspension of red blood cell. Okay, so this is the suspension of red blood cell. Okay, and then white blood cells and platelet. Okay, so it's separated and located at the between white yellow liquid and red liquid. And then actually the yellow liquid is the blood plasma. Okay, so what is the blood plasma? Blood plasma is made up of approximately 90% water and 10% dissolved substances flowing to all parts of the body. Okay, so means our blood also contain water. 90% is most of 90%. Actually, this one is um, 55% from our blood. Okay, our blood only 45%. Okay, red blood cell. Okay, and these dissolved substances include nutrients, okay, carbon dioxide, enzyme, hormones, and waste product. Okay, so that is the blood plasma. Okay, red blood cell only red blood cells. Okay, so yellow liquid is the blood plasma, contain nutrient, carbon dioxide, enzyme, hormones, and waste product. Okay. Okay, I want to add some information here because in your textbook is too simple. Okay, your information in your textbook is too simple. Okay, for yellow liquid, okay, for the yellow liquid, that is blood plasma. Okay, in your textbook says that 90% of water consists of 90% of water and 10% is the dissolved substance. Okay, dissolved substances. So, and the dissolved substances too include the nutrients. Nutrients is glucose, amino acid, enzyme. Okay, amino acid, glucose. We got we get from our food. When your food digests, and then the enzyme will digest the food into the glucose, amino acid, maybe fatty acid dia tidak termasuk dalam darah tapi dia masuk dalam laktil. Kalau kamu belajar dalam pencernaan pada tingkatan berapa hari tu? Tingkatan 2. Okay, so dia masuk dalam laktil. Okay, and also contain hormones, antibodies, inorganic ions such as sodium and calcium. That is nutrients lah. And then the lifespan is about 5 to 9 days. Okay, dia hanya boleh hidup ataupun dia hiduplah selama 5 hingga 9 hari sahaja. Okay, so the function of blood plasma, okay, is to transport nutrient to tissues and to remove waste products from tissues. Okay, because of the blood plasma is mixed with red blood cell. That's why the red blood plasma also go to our lung, go to our heart, and then dia akan pergi juga ke kita punya kidney. Okay, and then for red blood cell, okay, the structure of red blood cell, actually this one you already learned in Form 1 maybe. Okay, the structure is in biconcave, and then this shape, cells without nucleus. So red blood cells, no nucleus, and then contain a red pigment. The red pigment called hemoglobin. Okay, what the function of the hemoglobin? Combined with oxygen. Okay, to transport oxygen to deliver to our cell. Okay, and then made in the bone marrow. So red blood cells made in bone marrow, tulang sumsum. Okay, the lifespan of the blood cell is about 120 days. Okay, so the function of the red blood cell is transport oxygen and transport carbon dioxide as well. Okay, and then white blood cells. Okay, what is the white blood cell? Actually, you was learn it in Form 1. It is a irregular shape, okay, colorized, okay, have a nucleus, do not contain hemoglobin, and are much larger than red blood cell. So that is the structure of white blood cell, and also made in the bone marrow, and the lifespan is about few hours, only few hours. Okay, and then what the function of the white blood cell is to defense, as a defensive, okay, or defense against disease. Okay, defense against disease. That is the function of white blood cell. And then platelet. What is the platelet? That is the cell fragments produce large cells in the bone marrow. Okay, and this is the platelet play an important role in blood clotting. If you don't have platelet, so your blood cannot clot when you get wound. Okay, kalau kamu luka atau cedera yang mengalir darah keluar, kalau kamu tak ada platelet, kurang platelet, so darah itu lambat untuk beku. Okay, so platelet also do not have a nucleus and irregular shape. Alright, that is the structure and function of the component of blood. Okay, so our blood has its group. Okay, the types of group. So human blood group. So we have 4 types. Okay, 4 groups. Group A, Group B, Group AB, and Group O. So what is the Group A, Group B, Group AB, and Group O? Okay, so human blood can be classified into 4 blood groups. Okay, A, B, AB, and O according to the type of antigen. Okay, the type of antigen means if blood group A has antigen A, blood group B has antigen B, blood group AB means have both antigen A and antigen B, and blood group O do not have any antigen. Okay, that is the blood group. Okay, what is the antigen? Actually, antigen is protein. Okay, protein produced from the cell blood. Okay, because this antigen is found on the surface of red blood cell. If you look at this figure, okay, this is antigen. Dia berada di permukaan sel itu. Okay. So, look at this one. Okay, blood group A, antigen A has antigen A. So, individual with blood group A have only the antigen A. Ni yang cikgu cakap tadi lah. Okay, untuk group A ada antigen A, group B ada antigen B, group AB dia ada dua-dua antigen, and group O no antigen at all. Okay, that is the group blood. Okay, so what the important of the blood group ni? Okay, before that, look at this one. Antibodies in blood plasma. Okay, because our blood is mixed with blood plasma, white blood cell, and platelet. So we need to know the antibodies in blood plasma. So blood plasma contains antibodies. Okay, antibodies. The types of antibodies present in blood plasma are anti-A and anti-B antibodies. Okay, boleh faham? Kalau dalam sel darah merah, okay, dia ada antigen mengikut type dia lah. Antigen A, antigen B, or antigen AB, or no antigen at all. But in blood plasma, got antibodies, okay, namely anti-A and anti-B. So the type of blood, antigens and antibodies, okay, you can see in this table. Okay. If type of blood A, okay, they have antigen A, isn't it? Okay, antigen A. And types of antibody is anti-B. Anti-B. Okay, maksudnya dia tak boleh bertemu dengan B. Okay, for group B, it has antigen B, okay, and the antibodies is anti-A, okay, means it cannot mix with A, anti. Uh, uh, Kata lain kita boleh cakap dia benci B lah, dia benci A, macam itu. So maksudnya kalau darah grup A, dia benci kepada darah grup B. Bukan benci orang, tapi dia tak boleh bercampur. Okay, maksudnya begitu. Kalau dia darah grup B, dia tidak boleh bercampur dengan orang berdarah. Bukan tak boleh bercampur dengan orang berdarah A, tapi darah itu tidak boleh bercampur dengan A dan B. Okay. So blood group AB, so it has two antigens, A and B, and then dia tidak ada, it don't have antigen. The blood plasma don't have antibodies. Okay, don't have antibodies at all. So means dia boleh terima. It can mix with B, we can mix with A. Okay, and then for O, the type O, so it don't have antigen at all. So the antibodies for the blood plasma, it has two antibodies, anti-A and anti-B. Means what? Apa maksudnya? The blood group O cannot mix with A and B blood group. Even AB blood group. Okay, dia tidak boleh bercampur. What happen kalau dia bercampur? Okay, an antibody will attack, okay, its corresponding antigen and cause coagulation. Okay, coagulation of blood. Okay, maksudnya darah itu akan beku. Okay, beku. So bila beku, what happen? Okay, stuck in our blood vessel, and then the blood cannot deliver oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so that's important of we learn about blood groups. Okay, so we can conclude that from the table 3.3, an individual who has anti-A antibodies, that means B group, cannot receive type A and AB blood because these two blood types has or contain antigen A. Okay, so yang ini dia tak boleh bertemu dengan A or AB sebab ada A di sini. Okay, dia hanya boleh terima apa? B sahaja ataupun O. Kenapa O? Kenapa O? Nanti kita tengok kenapa dia boleh terima darah O. Okay, an individual who has anti-B antibodies or type A blood cannot receive B, okay, cannot receive B and cannot receive AB sebab ada B di sini. Dia hanya terima A sahaja and O. Why O? Okay. And then An individual who has type AB blood, okay, means have antigen B and antigen A, and this type blood group don't have antibodies, okay, don't have antibodies at all, so it's free to receive all types of blood because there are no antibodies in his blood, so dia boleh terima semua. A, B, O, A and B as well, okay. So because dia ada A, ada B, so dia boleh terima AB yang sama jenis, dia boleh terima A sebab dia ada A, dia boleh terima B sebab dia ada B, dan dia boleh terima O juga. Okay, next. So these types blood for AB called universal recipient. Okay, penerima universal, dia boleh terima semua darah. Okay, and then on the other hand, an individual who has type O blood cannot receive any other blood except O. Dia hanya boleh terima O sahaja. Okay, dia hanya boleh terima O sahaja. Kenapa dia hanya boleh terima O sahaja? Because these types of blood has anti-A and anti-B. So dia tidak boleh terima A, dia tidak boleh terima B, dia tidak boleh terima AB. Okay, sebab because the types of blood presence of anti-A and anti-B antibodies. So for type O blood, call, if type AB call universal recipient, and for type O we call universal donor. Okay, universal donor. Sebab apa? Sebab semua jenis darah boleh terima darah dia. See, ini type B can accept O. Types A also can accept O. Type AB also can accept O. So O called universal donor. Okay, look at the table 3.4. So ini yang kita bincangkan tadi. Blood group of recipient. Okay. Compatible, not compatible. Ini blood group of donor. Okay, penerima darah. Maksudnya ini A ni boleh terima A, B cannot. AB boleh terima A. Okay. And then O tak boleh terima daripada O. Okay. And then A tidak boleh terima. Okay, cannot receive from B. Because ini yang penerima. Ini penerima. Okay, and B can receive from B. AB can receive B. O cannot receive from B. Okay, and then for AB, only for AB. Okay, dia hanya boleh terima kepada dia saja. Okay, and then O can donor to all, AB, AB, and O, but O only can receive O. Okay, so O called universal donor, AB is universal recipient. So the importance of blood donation, that's very important. because by donating blood, one could save the lives of another. So blood is a living tissue that can be regenerated. Okay, dia adalah satu tisu hidup. Okay, tadi kita ada bincangkan berapa lama dia boleh hidup, iaitu selama untuk red blood cell 120 hari. So that is the living tissue can be regenerated. So when you receive for other blood, okay, so the blood will mix together in our bloodstream and it will generate it. Okay, so blood donation does not harm the donor. Okay, the donor also can build build another or generate another cell of blood because we still have bone marrow. Okay, and then blood may be needed in surgeries. Okay, for treatments or accident victims as well as treating diseases like hemophilia, anemia, thalassemia, and leukemia. So they need blood. Okay, they need to receive more blood because penyakit-penyakit ini orang yang selalu kehilangan sel darah merah. Okay. And the donated blood can be used either as unfiltered blood for one patient or separated into component to help several patient. Okay, dia boleh dipisahkan. Okay, untuk bagi kepada pesakit-pesakit yang lain. Okay, for example, okay, plasma, blood plasma. Main uses of blood plasma for patients who are suffering from great loss of blood during surgery or childbirth. Okay, they need more blood plasma because they need to what the function of the blood plasma. Okay, the function of the blood plasma is transport nutrient and removes waste product. Okay, and then red blood cell for anemic patients. Okay, that is low red blood cells. Okay, or hemoglobin, so they need more red blood cell. Okay, and then platelets can use for patients suffering from bone marrow failure, because if your bone marrow failure, it cannot generate new red blood cell or new white blood cell. Okay, and then blood proteins for fire victim. Okay, so the 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 blood can separate to its types. Okay, its types. So dia boleh digunakan kepada pesakit-pesakit tertentu. Okay, tidak semestinya dia terima semua darah merah tu. Okay, dia boleh diasing-asingkan. Okay, this is the importance of blood donation. Actually, our blood, okay, include plasma, blood plasma, platelet. Okay, actually, we can store in frozen room to make sure it can store lebih lama lah. Okay, for example, if we store blood plasma in a frozen room, so it can long lasting for 1 year. Okay, if for red blood cell, If we store in cold room, only 42 days. If frozen room, we can store until 10 years. Okay. For platelet, store only at room temperature, only 5 days only. Okay. So that's why many hospital perlukan banyak darah lah. Okay. Okay. So I think that's all for today. Okay. Uh, Before that, so remember, starting today, your attendance is one of criteria to get PBD mark. Tell your friends, because kehadiran kamu sangat teruk kebelakangan ini. Entah bila lah kita akan ada what kelas bersemuka, tak tahu lagi. Okay, so that's all for today. See you next lesson. Bye bye.
Bye,
Okay,
teacher.
bye.